Imagine walking into a room, locking eyes with someone across the way, and in that brief electric moment, a connection is sparked without a single word being spoken. The power of eye contact in flirting is undeniable, a silent language that can speak volumes if mastered correctly. In this guide, we'll delve into how to flirt with your eyes, revealing 11 subtle yet impactful ways to make him crazy about you with just a glance. Whether you're looking to learn how to flirt using only your eyes, or you're curious about the science behind eye contact attraction, this article will unlock the secrets that can turn a fleeting look into an irresistible invitation. The art of attraction and eye contact has been studied for centuries, even by Stoic philosophers who recognize the power of presence and intention. With these techniques, you'll learn how to flirt with the eyes in a way that aligns with cultural nuances, creating an experience that is both intriguing and deeply personal. Ready to flirt with your eyes like never before? Let's dive in. Number 1. Glance down to his lips. There's something undeniably powerful about subtle body language, especially when it comes to expressing interest. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to show a man you're attracted to him is by glancing down at his lips. Why? Because this small gesture signals that you're thinking about kissing him, even if it's on a subconscious level. Studies have shown that before a kiss, people instinctively glance at the other person's lips. So, when you do this, you're tapping into a deep, primal communication that goes beyond words. You might wonder, does he notice these small gestures? The answer is yes, but not always in a conscious way. These signals are often processed subconsciously, meaning he might not be fully aware of why he feels more drawn to you, but the attraction will be there. It's part of the intricate dance of human connection, where the body often speaks louder than words. The Stoics believed in the power of subtlety and intention. They understood that true strength lies in self-control, and that effective communication doesn't always require grand gestures. It's a subtle yet powerful way to show your attraction and see how he reacts. Number 2. Gently bite your lower lip. When it comes to building intimate attraction with a man, sometimes subtlety just isn't enough. One powerful yet simple gesture that can send a strong signal of interest is gently biting your lower lip. This might seem like a bold move, but it's rooted in primal instincts. You see, when we're aroused or intrigued, we often have a natural, almost automatic reaction to bite our lower lip. It's a subconscious cue that you're feeling something more, and men are naturally drawn to it. Think of it as gentle pressure applied by your upper teeth on the lower lip. It's almost as if you're teasingly holding back what you're feeling, hinting at the emotions below the surface. Some of you might wonder if this comes across as too forward. The reality is, what feels like a big, bold gesture to you will often register as something much more subtle to him. Men aren't always the best at picking up on nonverbal cues. What you consider an obvious sign might just be a faint whisper in his world. This is why a gentle lip bite, combined with other cues, can be highly effective in communicating your interest. Stoics value clear and intentional communication. By gently biting your lower lip, you are expressing your emotions in a deliberate and meaningful way. It is a way of bridging the gap between your inner feelings and the outside world, in accordance with the Stoic principle of harmonizing your inner state with your actions. It's a simple yet powerful way to communicate your interest, and it can be the spark that deepens the connection between you and the man you care about. Number 3, wet your lips. There's something undeniably captivating about a subtle, unconscious gesture that speaks volumes. Wetting your lips is one such action, a seemingly small, instinctual movement that can convey interest and attraction without a single word. But why is this so effective? Wetting your lips is a natural, almost primitive action we often do before kissing someone. It's an instinctual way of ensuring our lips are soft and inviting, ready for that intimate moment. This subconscious act signals health, youthfulness, and vitality, qualities that are universally attractive. It's a small detail, but one that can have a significant impact on how you're perceived in those close, personal interactions. Now, the key to this is subtlety. You're not trying to draw attention to the act itself. It's more about the impression it leaves. A quick, gentle sweep of your tongue across your lips is enough. You don't want to overdo it or make it obvious. Just a light touch to add a slight sheen. This gives your lips a fresh, inviting look, subtly signaling that you're interested and open to connection. This small gesture works on a psychological level as well. Studies have shown that moist lips are often associated with good health, which is a key factor in attraction. When a man sees a woman lightly wetting her lips, it can subconsciously signal that she is vibrant, healthy, and desirable. It's not just about the lips themselves, but the message they send. Wet your lips just a bit, enough to give them a slight, inviting sheen. It's a small, almost imperceptible gesture, but one that can have a profound effect on how you're perceived and how the interaction unfolds. Remember, in the delicate dance of attraction, it's often the smallest, most subtle moves that create the strongest connection. Try it and see how this simple gesture can subtly change the dynamic between you and the person you're attracted to. Number 4. Look at just one of his eyes. Eye contact is one of the most powerful nonverbal cues in the dance of attraction. But did you know that focusing on just one of his eyes can amplify this connection? It's a subtle but highly effective technique that can convey deep interest and foster intimacy. When we try to focus on both eyes simultaneously, our gaze can become unfocused, giving a distracted or even distant impression. The trick is to gently focus on one eye. This creates a sense of intentionality, drawing him in and making the moment more intimate. If he has a lazy eye, make sure to focus on the eye that's active and looking at you. This simple adjustment shows attentiveness and consideration, which are attractive qualities in any interaction. But why does this work? When you focus on one eye, it creates a sense of connection that feels more direct and personal. It's as if you're zeroing in on his essence, conveying that you're fully present in the moment. This type of eye contact can make him feel seen and appreciated, which naturally draws him closer to you. For added effect, slightly tilt your head while maintaining that one-eye focus. This small gesture adds a touch of softness and femininity to your demeanor, making your gaze even more captivating. Tilting your head subtly also breaks the monotony of a straight-on stare, adding a layer of intrigue and approachability. From a psychological standpoint, eye contact activates the brain's reward system, releasing oxytocin, the love hormone, which fosters bonding and trust. When you focus on one eye, this connection feels more personal and less overwhelming, making it easier for him to reciprocate the feeling. The Stoics would appreciate this technique as it involves mindfulness and intentionality, key elements of Stoic philosophy. By focusing on one eye, you're being present in the moment and fully engaging in the interaction. This small shift can make a big difference, transforming a casual conversation into something more meaningful and connected. He may not even realize why he's feeling more drawn to you, but the impact of that focused eye contact is undeniable. Eye contact is one of the most subtle yet powerful ways to communicate interest and attraction. By focusing on just one of his eyes, you're signaling that you're fully engaged and interested in him, which can deepen your connection and make the interaction more memorable. Number 5. Give him a slight side look. Creating a strong connection doesn't always require direct, intense eye contact. In fact, sometimes giving a man a slight side look can be even more powerful. This subtle gesture invites him to come closer, building intimacy without overwhelming him. When you turn your gaze slightly to the left or right, You're signaling a sense of openness, yet with a touch of mystery. It's less intense than staring directly into his eyes and can make you appear more approachable. This gentle shift allows him to feel that he can step in, close the distance, and create a deeper connection. It's an invitation rather than a demand. Why does this work? The side look creates a balance between interest and approachability. It gives the man room to make his move, drawing him in without making him feel like he's being scrutinized. This gesture is particularly effective if you have a strong presence that might otherwise feel intimidating. By softening your gaze and turning your head slightly, you create a more inviting atmosphere. Imagine you're in a social setting, maybe at a party or a quiet cafe. You're engaged in a conversation, but instead of facing him directly, you turn your head slightly to the side. This subtle movement can shift the dynamic, making the interaction feel more relaxed and less intense. He'll notice that you're interested, but the side look gives him the space to lean in both physically and emotionally. The side look is also an excellent way to break up long periods of eye contact. If you've been locking eyes for what feels like too long, and it's becoming uncomfortable, a brief side glance can offer a moment of reprieve. It signals that you're still engaged, but it also gives you both a moment to breathe. From a psychological perspective, this small shift in gaze can reduce the intensity of the interaction, making it more comfortable for both parties. It's a nonverbal cue that says, "I'm interested, but I'm also giving you space." This balance of interest and approachability is often what draws men in, making them feel more at ease and more inclined to pursue the connection. The next time you're with someone you're interested in, try giving him a slight side look. It's a simple yet effective way to invite him closer, making the interaction feel more intimate and personal. You might be surprised at how this small gesture can change the dynamic, making him feel more connected to you without the need for intense eye contact. Number 6. The attraction gaze. The attraction gaze is a powerful, almost magnetic form of nonverbal communication that reveals when someone is truly interested in you. This subtle yet telling gaze follows a unique triangular pattern, starting from your eyes, moving to your nose, inner cheeks, and finally resting on your lips. It's a scan that extends beyond the typical friendly gaze, giving you the undeniable feeling that someone is captivated by you. When someone is attracted to you, their eyes naturally gravitate toward this triangular shape. The lips become a focal point because subconsciously they signal intimacy and connection. This extended gaze isn't just about admiration, it's about an unconscious desire to get closer, to know you on a deeper level. Have you ever noticed someone's gaze dropping to your lips during a conversation? That's the attraction gaze at work, and it's a strong indicator of interest. But it's not just about where they're looking, it's about how their eyes respond. If you're close enough, you might notice that their pupils dilate. This is a natural physiological response to attraction, something that we can't control. Our pupils widen when we see something or someone that intrigues or excites us. It's a clear, undeniable sign of interest that speaks louder than words. Understanding the attraction gaze can help you become more aware of the signals being sent your way. It's a way to read between the lines, to understand the emotions that might not be spoken aloud. When you notice someone's gaze lingering on your lips or see their pupils dilate, you're witnessing a moment of unspoken attraction. From a Stoic perspective, this gaze isn't just about attraction, it's about understanding human nature and the subtle cues that guide our interactions. Stoicism teaches us to observe without attachment, to recognize these signs for what they are without letting them dictate our emotions. It's about being aware, yet composed, understanding the dynamics of attraction without being swept away by them. Instead of getting flustered or overly excited, you can acknowledge it with a calm confidence. You understand what it means, but you don't let it control you. This is where the power lies. in your ability to recognize attraction and respond in a way that aligns with your values and intentions. And now that you're aware of the attraction gaze, you can use this knowledge to navigate your interactions with poise and self-assurance. Number 7. Peep. Ever noticed how a simple glance across the room can speak volumes? When you find yourself across a room from someone you're interested in, use the subtle peek to your advantage. This technique involves stealing brief, intentional glances in his direction without being overt. Why does this work so well? The subtle peek creates an air of mystery and curiosity. It signals that you're thinking about him and subtly draws him into your orbit. When executed correctly, it builds anticipation and piques interest without overwhelming him. Here's how to master the subtle peek. 1. Timing is everything. Choose moments when he's engaged in something else or distracted. A well-timed glance as he's talking or laughing can make your interest stand out. 2. Keep it brief. Your look should be quick and fleeting. Studies suggest that short, deliberate eye contact can enhance attraction by creating a sense of intimacy and connection. 3. Use the element of surprise. Mix up your peeks. Sometimes glance directly, and other times use peripheral vision. This unpredictability keeps him intrigued and guessing about your intentions. 4. Combine with body language. Pair your peeks with subtle body language cues like tilting your head or lightly touching your hair. These additional signals reinforce your interest and create a more engaging interaction. Example: imagine you're at a social gathering. As you notice him across the room, make eye contact for just a second before looking away. Repeat this a few times throughout the evening. He'll begin to associate your glances with a sense of intrigue and warmth, making him more likely to approach you. The sophisticated look is consistent with cultural communication norms of flirtation and intrigue, in which curiosity and mystery often play important roles in building attraction. It's a low-pressure, engaging way to express interest and keep the interaction dynamic. It's a powerful, understated tool in the art of attraction that can make a significant impact without a word. Number 8. The playful wink. Imagine being at a lively social event, and across the room you catch someone's eye. Instead of a typical smile or conversation starter, you give a quick, playful wink. This simple gesture can work wonders, instantly making you appear more approachable and engaging. Why the playful wink works. 1. Confidence in a gesture. A wink exudes confidence. It's a nonverbal way of saying, "I'm comfortable with who I am," which can be incredibly attractive. According to social psychology, confident individuals are often perceived as more appealing because they exude a sense of security and self-assurance. 2. Flirtation without words. A wink is a subtle form of flirtation. It communicates interest and playfulness without needing verbal confirmation. This can make interactions feel more spontaneous and less pressured. Research in nonverbal communication shows that gestures like winking can effectively convey flirtation and build a connection without overwhelming the other person. 3. Creates instant rapport. A well-timed wink can break the ice and create an immediate sense of rapport. It's a lighthearted way to engage someone, making the interaction feel more relaxed and enjoyable. This aligns with American cultural norms, where playful gestures are often used to initiate and sustain romantic interest. 4. Boosts approachability. By using a wink, you project a friendly and approachable demeanor. It signals that you're open to further interaction and that you're not taking things too seriously. Studies suggest that approachable individuals are more likely to attract positive social interactions, as people are naturally drawn to those who seem warm and inviting. Practical tips for the perfect wink. Be subtle. The key to an effective wink is subtlety. A quick, natural wink is more impactful than an exaggerated one. Avoid making it too obvious or dramatic, as this can come across as insincere. Combine with a smile. Pair your wink with a genuine smile to enhance its effect. A smile can complement the wink and make you appear even more friendly and engaging. Gauge the situation. Ensure the context is appropriate for a wink. It's best used in casual, relaxed settings where lighthearted interactions are welcomed. In essence, the playful wink is a powerful tool in the art of flirtation. It combines confidence, approachability, and charm in one simple gesture, making it an effective way to capture attention and spark interest without saying a word. Number 9. The lingering gaze. The lingering gaze is a powerful tool in the dance of attraction. Imagine this. You lock eyes with someone across the room, and instead of the usual quick glance away, you both hold that gaze. It's as if time slows down, and for those brief moments, there's a connection that words can't capture. This is what we call the attraction gaze, and it's a sign that something deeper might be stirring between you. But what makes this moment so special? When your eyes meet and linger for more than just a second or two, your brain starts to work in mysterious ways. Scientifically, this lingering gaze triggers a release of oxytocin, the so-called love hormone, which can create those familiar butterfly feelings in your stomach. It's a subtle yet potent way of building an emotional connection without a single word being spoken. The lingering gaze doesn't end there. Often it's followed by a second glance. You might look away momentarily, only to find your eyes drawn back to that person again, as if to confirm what you both felt in that first look. This double take is more than just curiosity. It's a non-verbal check-in, a way to see if the attraction is mutual. And if your eyes meet again, that rush of oxytocin reinforces the bond, making the connection even more palpable. In communication cultures, where direct eye contact is often seen as a sign of confidence and interest, glancing can be a particularly effective way to signal attraction. It's bold yet sophisticated, direct yet mysterious. It says, "I care about you," without having to utter a word. But what if you're the one receiving the lingering gaze? How should you respond? The key is to stay calm and composed. If you're interested, let your eyes linger too, sending that silent message back. If not, a polite smile and a gentle look away can communicate your feelings without causing discomfort. The lingering gaze is more than just a look. It's a conversation, a connection, and a catalyst for deeper attraction. It's a simple yet powerful way to build intimacy, and when used with intention, it can create a bond that words alone can't achieve. Number 10. The steady gaze. Have you ever noticed someone giving you a steady, unwavering gaze? This type of eye contact is more than just a fleeting glance. It's a powerful indicator of attraction. When someone holds your gaze with intention, it signifies a deeper interest and connection. This is what we call the steady gaze, and it's a clear sign that they're serious about making a connection. A steady gaze often starts when someone initially breaks eye contact due to shyness or hesitation. But when they return their gaze, it's with purpose. The duration of this eye contact increases, and if accompanied by a smirk, a smile, or a blush, it amplifies the message. They're attracted to you. This type of prolonged eye contact stimulates arousal as it engages your brain's pleasure centers, creating a magnetic pull between you. By maintaining a steady gaze, you demonstrate confidence and clarity, acknowledging the connection without overwhelming the other person. It's about showing genuine interest while keeping emotional balance. In cultural communication, frequent eye contact is often interpreted as a sign of confidence and sincerity. It's a nonverbal cue that says, "I'm here and I'm interested." If you find yourself on the receiving end of this gaze and you're not attracted to the person, you might subconsciously avoid further eye contact. This can be a polite way to communicate disinterest without causing discomfort. The steady gaze is more than a simple look. It's a dialogue of attraction that transcends words. It's a powerful tool for building connections, conveying interest, and deepening relationships. So the next time you experience a steady gaze, recognize it as a sign of genuine attraction and respond with equal presence and intention. Number 11. The zero-interest gaze. Have you ever felt the sting of someone avoiding your gaze, no matter how kind they seem on the surface? This is a classic example of the zero-interest gaze, a subtle yet unmistakable signal that someone is not romantically interested in you. When someone deliberately avoids eye contact, it often indicates they're trying to avoid any form of deeper connection. They might struggle with intimacy, have attachment issues, or, more commonly, they're simply not attracted to you. In many cases, they might overcompensate for their lack of eye contact by being overly nice or kind. But watch their body language closely. If they're physically turning away from you, angling their torso in another direction, or diverting their gaze to something else in the room, it's a clear sign they don't want to give you the wrong idea. They're signaling, perhaps subconsciously, that they're not interested in sparking any kind of romantic connection. We all understand the power of eye contact. It's a universal truth that when we lock eyes with someone, it creates an invitation, a potential connection that can lead to more. But in the zero-interest gaze, the person is consciously or subconsciously refusing to open that door. They're aware that holding eye contact could encourage you to approach them, to try and establish a bond, so they make a point of avoiding it altogether. This behavior is deeply rooted in our social instincts. We know that eye contact can convey attraction, curiosity, and openness, so when we're not interested, we avoid it. The zero-interest gaze is a protective mechanism, both for the person who doesn't want to give false hope and for the one who might misinterpret a friendly gesture as something more. From a Stoic perspective, it's important to recognize and respect these nonverbal cues without letting them affect your self-worth. If you encounter the zero-interest gaze, understand it for what it is, and move forward with grace and dignity. This awareness can also guide you in your own interactions. Be mindful of how you use eye contact and ensure that the signals you send align with your true intentions. By mastering this subtle art of communication, you can navigate relationships with greater confidence and clarity, making sure you attract the right kind of attention. Mastering the art of eye contact is a powerful way to ignite attraction and create deep, unspoken connections. The subtle yet intentional use of your eyes can communicate interest, confidence, and mystery, making men irresistibly drawn to you. By incorporating techniques like prolonged glances, playful winks, and the right mix of intensity and softness, you can flirt using only your eyes and convey volumes without uttering a single word. Remember, the eyes are the windows to the soul, and through them you can create a magnetic pull that leaves a lasting impression. Whether you're looking to learn how to flirt with your eyes, enhance your eye contact attraction, or simply understand the power of attraction and eye contact, mastering these skills can transform your interactions. As you practice these techniques, you'll find that learning how to flirt with the eyes isn't just about getting attention. It's about embracing your inner confidence and expressing your authentic self. If you found these tips helpful, show your support by hitting the like button, subscribing to The Stoic Goddess, and sharing your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more insightful videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.